Okay. So, all right. So this is part 2 from the one that I just finished talking about. We're talking about February 12th. Um, I'm running down the day of spell work. I'm already the last video I talked about the spell work at the library. All right. So I'm gonna start this one up with me leaving from the library. Okay. So now after dude does his little loud talking, you know, his big time drug deal that I guess I was supposed to be like, hey, can you get something for me? You see what I'm saying? And nigga, I promise you, man. The more I learn, the more the more I peep how remedial the game and the bait is. You can truly have mind over Debo. Shit. But all right, so I'm leaving. That was a good trick if you over there. Now I'm leaving and walking to the car, and I see a new car is parked behind me. I'm just glad that my car is still there, because I know, the other day the tow truck was sitting on the corner as who I knew was another one of my relatives that thought they was cloaking their energy. Like, I couldn't motherfucking see them. These fools, they're retarded. They thought they were cloaking their energy, and I couldn't see who they really are. But I see right through the shit. So I know who they are. But I'm kind of paranoid about my car being towed, so I was just happy that it's still there. And I'm like, okay, cool, motherfuckers behind me. I'll take one of you motherfuckers being behind me today. I want to be boxed in. I want my car. um, I come around the car, and one of their tactics is they know how to sit very still inside these cars. All right, one of the scariest shits with what I go through, you know, being in these type of motherfucking areas when these motherfuckers are on your shits. There'll be cars around that look like they're parked, no one inside. And even if you just, bend down and, you just try to look up and over and in just a little bit just to see, you still won't see them. I've caught motherfuckers, and these be little motherfuckers. Sometimes I'd be like, man, I'm gonna snatch one of you bitches outside this motherfucker and strangle you with one hand like you Bart Simpson, you little bitch. They be little bitty motherfuckers following, just, for the intimidation tactic shit. That's why they got the full blown motherfucking tent and they don't never get out the whip. But laying down shit, like trying to, for me not to see, so they can keep up the illusion of they're not following. I done found the motherfuckers laying down in the motherfucking car, not laying down like you living in your car and shit. And the cars be clean. There's nothing in there. So if something ever happens and shit type shit, so I don't figure that part out. There's nothing in the car. Car's clean, like a rental type shits. So it's not theirs. These are their gang stalker crash whips. That's why I see the same ones. I see the same motherfucking cars for certain parts of the city. If I go way up the shoreline, it's gonna be different motherfuckers' fault. But I'm up under, downtown right now. But uh, as I'm walking up, okay, it was raining right before I came out, so you got the little rain coming down the windshield, blah 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 blah. That's still a good cover if a person sits still enough. It's all the lights already fading, and the motherfucker ain't got on no super dark black clothes to stand out, and they don't have on no bright clothes. The seats were kind of gray, and what I perceived to be, it was a gray tannish shirt jacket type of thing, but the motherfucker sitting still like a mannequin, light complexion, staring right to my eyes. I could see the motherfucker's eyes through the rain, through the streams of the rain. And immediately something tells me, like, Okay, you know a motherfucker's there, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. They ain't done nothing. But if it is who you think it is, and I thought it was my cousin Tiki, I'm like, let me not engage. Hmm. Let me not engage. Let me just do what I'm doing like I'm just doing it, but not aware, and see what happens. So I locked the eyes, but made no acknowledgement. Open up my trunk like I was going to my trunk. I really wasn't going on my trunk. I just wanted to get closer a little bit to see through the windshield because this one I could see through. Close my trunk, hop in, and literally, I wasn't in the car too long before I started feeling a connection like how I felt when I first had my little awakening or whatever, and it was me, my cousin, and my little brother, and we were kicking it for my birthday, and that same hue, the light, like someone dimmed the room, but didn't nobody dim the room. It's the same light, and I'm sure I was trying to figure out what happens. Like, did a nigga? Is that what happens when you go into another realm? Hmm. And you're probably gonna wonder that too when I tell you the rest of this one. All right, so no acknowledgement, hop in, but I feel that same connection, and I start having a conversation as if she's in the car with me. I don't like what you would think of if a person is having a, a conversation with a person through their minds. I don't like hear her like how you guys are hearing me. I perceive her, and I know how to respond, and that's how our conversation was going. And I'm perceiving the rebuttals to the things that I'm saying because I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't even moving right, motherfucker. Now you ain't no kin of mine. I know what you've been doing. I ain't got nothing wrong. I'm understanding everything, and we're having a conversation. More of the bait, because now I'm supposed to want to know, is this really happening for sure, and go and hop out the car and go back to see if that's her. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't. Depends on what debate is for, what it's about, what they're doing. Are they temperature checking? And I know they do that. When my family does spell work, they'll do like pre-spell work, and you won't even know that they're doing it. They be checking your temperature to see what you're gonna fall for, what you're not aware of, and that's where they focus. When they really bust a move, they focus it on the one that you are the most susceptible to. Um, so I'm like, nope, give me two. I control this. I gotta always make sure that I'm staying in control because I know that what they're trying to do is throw things at me that they have had in their arsenal for the longest, and they've done this to a shitload of other people, including other family members. But I haven't. I'm still learning. My greatest weapon is don't give anything. Don't give an inch. Nothing. Don't give a motherfucker a permission. Nothing. Don't walk over to no car. I mean, and that's why I be telling brothers like, man, G shit is still gonna be magic shit. And that as we progress in you know, and people's eyes start opening more and more as these next couple years, only as we move into 2025, niggas is gonna start talking about the same shit that I'm talking about. They're just waking up late and they're gonna be finding my videos and shit. And these motherfuckers go, man, you happened to me. You shut up, nigga. Deal with it, nigga. You learn it, nigga. Go through it, homie. But I learned to do what Vine said, man. Observe. Some things I got super weirdo on, I could see it. And I'll just burn Jeff to the motherfucking left. No, I'm not dealing with none of that shit today. Like, I'll be going somewhere that I usually go on a regular basis, and once again, they wait for the opportune time to do it. They gotta pinpoint you somewhere before they can bust a move. So they're gonna bust a move at somewhere that you frequent. All right, tip. They're gonna do their spell work somewhere where you frequent. All right. Um. Yeah. So basically, in our conversation, I say, I'm out. Starts my car up. I'm having a conversation still as I'm pulling away. I'm like, all right, I'm finna go down to my spot. So I does a loop-de-loop like I do before I leave from a place. I want to check and see who's been posted because they're always around. So when I pull off, I pull into the parking lot of the library to do a big loop to come back out and drive down the same street and go to where I'm going. Soon as I hit the motherfucking corner, around the bushes where I couldn't see, is one of the cars that usually follow me, sitting there with the all blacks, and I can't see into nothing, no nothing. Posted. I'm pretty sure was listening. They got all the cool shit. I'm sure they can hear me right now. They got all the cool shit. Motherfucker be parked around the corner and they can monitor what's going on or hear, or I don't know what the fuck they be having in some of their motherfucking cars. One of the cars I got a real good motherfucking look in that I know was following me, as I guess that motherfucker was a little too warm or something, and he had to get a little bit of air and forgot that he was on the job. And when the motherfucker drove past me, the window was down. I caught the quick glimpse. It was a dark skinned motherfucker. But I also caught the glimpse of the two computer screens that were up in the windshield, and each one was divided into four. They were cameras that you could see. This motherfucker's riding around with a security system and the cameras are up. And that's not all around your motherfucking car, I bet. You're watching other motherfucking victims and shit as you're riding around, and you're checking up on your teams, making sure that they're doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing or whatever. I saw the shit. I'm like, that motherfucker had a full blown security system chopped into fours with different cameras focused in on whatever they had them turned on. And then it went to my mind a little bit. I heard another person say that, like, these motherfuckers that got this shit, they're riding around and they're watching us. They got us on. They're recording us all the time. Like somebody somewhere, big rich motherfuckers or whatever, they be watching us like a fucking television show. And maybe that's what the fuck is happening right now. I'm not popping. I'm not. I was popping for the television show. All eyes on Trey, but Trey didn't fall for the spell work. So they fall back. Now everybody falls back. They're probably working the shit out of somebody else somewhere that's just not peeping the game, and somebody's falling for it because it seems like everybody's going. I don't get alone time like this. I'm almost jealous. It's fucked up. My only friends is gang stalkers. Not so gang stalkers. But yeah, and that's part of the comment. I'll just throw this out there. I was having a real conversation with her. I was telling her, like, man, this is the type of shit that y'all do, man. Y'all niggas is whack, man. Y'all whack. I'm talking to her. And I don't just be pulling up, hopping in my car and start having a conversation with one of my relatives that I got a problem with, like out of nowhere. I don't even know what brought it on. I don't know what brought it on when we were all together in the hotel room. And my brother was reading my motherfucking mind, giving me the answers to questions that I was about to ask. They didn't even fall off my lips yet. And he would catch it right at that point. I'm like, God damn, how does that shit work? Like, he didn't answer me for something that I didn't already have formed to the point to where it was just about to come out my mouth. And he would answer it. And I had to be real with the shit. I'm like, you motherfucker. Nigga, get the fuck out of my head. And I heard him once or twice. I have no clue how I did it. I was trying to do it again right after and shit. Now, nigga, I did it. What the fuck? I did it. And then I'm trying to do it again, but I couldn't catch it. It just happened natural. Right after he did it to me. It naturally happened for me. Oh. All right. Yeah, I know they're out in the bush. Somebody out in the bush. I don't know if it's the homeless people or somebody on some bullshit, but all right. So let me run through this. Now, when I pull off, I leave, I do the big loop, I see the blue car, I can see the other motherfucking cars that are just chilling in the parking lot, but you know, there were too many people, so I really couldn't tell nothing. You know, there's other motherfuckers that come and they hang in the parking lot so they can get free Wi-Fi. You know, so everybody's not everything, and everything is whatever. You know, I know that blue car was with shits parked right around the bushes. And it was, you know, that kind of brings me back to Maria, one of you know, again, I don't know what the fuck she was, man. You're a terrible witch if that's what you are, girl. They sent her at me, and when I peeped her shits, you know, I scared the shit out of her. I peeled off hard, like, bitch, okay, you gonna play some games with me? You put that shit in my car like you trying to put some spells work, like you trying to put some work on me and shit. You disappear with my motherfucking phone, and then you just pop up like, oh no, I thought you know, no, bitch. That game is weak as fuck. That's 101, my motherfucking family. Ho, you learned that shit from them, and you think that I'm not gonna suspect? You goddamn dummy. So I peels off hard. So I'm scared. I'm like, I'm taking you to the warehouse district, bitch. And I hurry up and I hit the E-way and I hit that long stride for about 2-3 miles at 120 miles an hour. I think she's scared shitless. And I take the hard exit off into the warehouse district, you know what I mean? And I'm shooting straight to the motherfucking back, like where it's dark as fuck at. Out of nowhere, once again, before I hit the final corner to go all the way back there, a car appears out of nowhere, following me and catching up. So when I get to the corner, and this is coming off of the highway, so there's a light, but I don't have to wait. I could turn. You know what I mean? So I turned. But I kind of waited until he got a little closer. He didn't turn on his blinkers. So I turns and I goes. But I'm not gunning it too hard. But slow enough so I can see what he's going to do when he gets to the light. When he gets to the light, do you pull to the side a little bit and that stop and then go and make your turn? Or do you stop like you're going to go straight? Well, he stopped like he was going to go straight. So I started gunning it a little more. And now I said, yeah, bitch. Yeah, wait for me. Yeah, bitch. I got you. Oh, yeah, I've caught your motherfucking ass. And she's scared shitless. She didn't scream or nothing, but I'm telling you, she's slouching down in the motherfucker. I could see like she's damn sick, like her stomach's in her motherfucking throat right now type sick. She probably had a panic button or something in her shits. Cause right when I was getting ready to stop, I'm pulling to a stop, like, yeah, bitch, we here now. Then that motherfucker hurry up and bust a turn to come down, and I could hear his engine gunning. I said, yeah, bitch, caught you. Get the fuck out of my goddamn car. So I kicked her out the car, but I didn't do nothing to it. I got some really good information from a little bit of intimidation. You had a motherfucker following us. A good one, too. And whoever he is, either he's really good at his motherfucking job or that motherfucker has some type of emotional connection to you. Because when I saw you, bitch, you were about to, your soul was about to jump out of your goddamn body. You was so scared. And that motherfucker felt it too. He hurried up and hit that corner and gunned it. He broke his cover. Picked her up and everything. I can see. Because when I told her to get the fuck out, I hurried up and turned it. I gunned it and I passed him. He's coming down and I'm going up. Anyway, fuck, why did I even tell y'all that, man? Yeah, but it all relates. All right, so I'm leaving. Uh, I don't drive too hard, too fast, to make sure that they can follow. I let them follow. I want to see, but without engaging. I'm kind of cold, and my notifications was going off and shit. I know when God is hitting me up. Boy, they're blowing up. God's telling me like, motherfucker, that's them. Don't fall for it. Like, God, I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to my spot. So I get here. I pull in on I back in, and I'm just waiting. So 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes, and I hop in my car. And then all of a sudden, the car pulls in. Can't remember if it was the same car now. It looks the same. I'm not falling for getting wrapped up in that part of it, because parts of that be illusions and shits too. Pulls in, sits. I'm like, okay, if this is her, you know what I mean? We start having a conversation again. I'm not hearing her, I'm perceiving her. She wants me to get out the car and come to her. Are you crazy, bitch? For one, I'm too pimpish. I never do that shit. I don't chase no bitch. I don't come to no bitch. Bitch, come to me. And I'm not no motherfucking bigger than none of that shit. I'm just saying, bitch, you don't run me at all. Don't summon me. I won't summon you. What would make you think that I would want you to do that to me? Plus, bitch, I'm accusing you of trying to murder me. And using spell work with it. With the rest of the motherfucking family. And you're hiding a serious secret from me. That I am about to find out. I'm supposed to come to you? And you're playing this cloak and dagger shit? They hide. This is what they mean by hiding in the shadows. There's something that you have to do to allow it in, accept it, take the bait, whatever. Until then, the shit's secret, games, suggestive, that type of shit. I guess that's how, the occult works, or, how Masons and Eastern Stars, I guess that's how they do their bibbity boppity boo. Woo. So, car pulls in, sitting, talking. You see where, bam, over there, just kind of under the light, but over a little more, so it's dark, is where she was sitting. I'm back here. Not too far. We're maybe 50 feet from each other. But we're not talking. We're speaking with our minds. All right. I'm playing it like, and I ain't playing it because I'm not playing. Like, I'm not coming up with no fucking car. Bitch, who the fuck you think I am? And you don't do that in the street, and I ain't doing it now that all of a sudden I know you motherfuckers know how to do all this. Sprinkle, sprinkle, dabble, dabble. It's cool as shit, but nah, you come to me. She won't do it. After the back and forth, in our heads, car door opens. That trash can, that's right there. I don't know if you can see it. Get out. The trash can. It is. Right there. Barely make it out, but it's right there. The car was over there. What I thought was her at first walks up to throw something away. I could see who it was, but who it was isn't who I was talking to. And who I saw, I shouldn't have motherfucking saw. Because he is still in prison and doesn't get out for about 5 or 6 more months. Supposedly. I don't know. I know that there's a whole lot of shit that my son has not told me. It makes it very hard for me, man. But anyway, I see my son throw something away. Why is my son hopping out of a car when I thought I was having a conversation with my cousin? Who, for some odd reason, I don't know why, me, her, and my little brother, were connected somehow. And somehow, me and her connection uh, has remained since I left Minnesota. But my son throws away something. And I can see in his face, he's disturbed. I don't know if that's, if it was her cloaking herself and my son's energy. I don't know. I think I would have seen through that, still saw her. I think something is going on that I haven't experienced yet. I saw my son. He's locked up. But I ain't heard from him in a few weeks. And the sad part is it lines up with some of my readings too. And my readings, you know what I'm saying? They're basically saying he was gonna pop up. I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna happen. That nigga is still 3 hots in the cot. That's my boy, and I love him, but he paying his dues. Nope. Or at least that's what I saw. I need to start I need an all day video camera to catch this shit, but he doesn't look at me. See what I mean? This is what makes me stay in my positions firm. He didn't look at me, no eye to eye contact. If you just pull in here, I just left from way out there. You don't have no clue where I am in this state at all. There's fuckery about. He didn't look me. He didn't even look in this direction, but he made sure he came up to where I could see his face in the light. So I was supposed to go, hey, and it lets it in. Yeah. See, God's listening. Yes. Thank you. You gotta let it in. If you don't let it in, it's like what you're seeing now. After a while, they stabbed out. They couldn't hook me. I didn't go for no bait. They didn't even look at me. But make sure I could see. Went and hopped back in, and then a few minutes later pulled off. Nigga, I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Doing me for a loop today. Or at least on that one. Because I'm kind of getting used to some of their stuff. I always see through the little cloaked energy mask that they be thinking they be putting on. I wonder what this is. This is interesting. Maybe this is, part 2. I know it's like the Matrix. They'll keep doing it. It's like they just come up with different ways. They'll try one way, and then when you see and you keep seeing, they have to switch it up. They have to switch it up to try and fuck you up. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep us fucked up and in an illusion. And the Matrix is the motherfucking illusion. And how they do what they do, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm cracking the motherfucking code for real, for real. I had to engage to bring it in. So, like in, my research that I'm doing, what's going on, and I tie it in with everything else in the world and my beliefs and so on and so forth and yada, 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 before it becomes firm with me. I know how to analyze. I'm a scientist at heart. Fuck a degree. But it lines up with you can only be tempted. We have to let it in. And if I've shifted to a whole nother timeline or realm or that stuff, my jury's still out on. But if I have and they're in another, maybe that's the only way it can be let back into your new life. You have to open the door. If you don't open the door, they can't get in. Because now they're all gone. I mean, just the spell work was just popping at the library. All the whatever that fuck shit was, but I know what it was. I saw what I saw, and then I have the conversation. I come down here. He pops out. Just observe. That was the greatest jewel that's been dropped on me so far. And if you do the same, you'll see. And you have to slow down enough. That's why they keep you busy. Work. Get up, go to work after work, run your errands after the errands, go get your kids after the kids, cook dinner, and then you fall asleep, tired as fuck. Not even enough energy to fuck your guy. And do it again the next day. You're moving too fast. Can't see. But it's going on in front of you all day long. And once you finally learn how to move at a certain pace and shit, you'll start catching more than you want to see. All right. My listeners are here. Plus, I kind of want to get, a few confirmations and shit. When that stuff tries to happen, usually I end up catching it in my readings a day or two later. I'd be like, yo, y'all motherfuckers is late. I'm speed balling. I'm catching it before my readings do. All right.